Yeah, we from the north, baby, the cold made me. I know you can't get enough of me, been up lately. Took you down inside my old Honda, you upgraded. Won't leave my alone, but I can give you love, baby. It's just for the night, I won't see you tomorrow. Me and gang been sipping something strong for these sorrows. I work as long as it takes, I won't borrow. My last made me a mess and left me hollow. So now my heart's in a body bag. I'm in the mood to go and hurt somebody, yeah. Baby, you know I'm only you one, then tell you move along. I don't wanna stay too long, cause I'm way too young. Bitch, my heart's in a body bag. I'm in the mood to go and hurt somebody, yeah. Baby, you know I'm only you one, then tell you.
Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpin' Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. And what we have here today, bam, that's right. And these are the Nike Dunk SB Orange Lobsters collaboration with Concepts. Man, this has to be one of the most hyped up shoes so far this year, I want to say. And definitely has some controversy behind it. The release was crazy. The whole story of the band was crazy. It was just all around a lot going on with the shoe. We want to take it back. Concepts have made a couple different colorways of some lobsters before. We had like, I think it was red, blue, green, purple. And then we had some other friends and family colorways. It was yellow and white. I think the yellow ones, those things are going for like 20,000, 40,000 or something crazy. Now we're getting a new colorway of the orange. Now, of all the other colorways that came out, I guess I want to call this the steam lobster because the orange kind of reminds me of the steam lobster cooked. Sorry, bad joke. The orange is a loud colorway, and honestly, these are not that bad. I actually really like these things, and I do have orange colorways in some of my sneaker collection, but it is an all orange shoe, so this shoe is pretty bright. It is kind of loud, but overall I think these things look dope on feet. Especially, I don't know, if you guys want to wear the black band, I guess if you guys can, you know, if you want to, but it's just rubber right here, you know, ain't nothing special about it. It's just a rubber band, you know, just kind of represents like the claw of the lobsters, but it is rubber, so once you walk for a while, especially if you start dragging your feet, this will snap. If I were to rock it, I would rock it like this without the band. That's just me. But I get it, if you want to flex a little bit, rock it with the band. Speaking of the band, there was some controversial of the black band when these things were first announced, or kind of like first images. A lot of people were saying the black band means it's fake. They were supposed to come with gray bands. You know, even someone said, like, that was in Concept, like, yo, they comes with gray bands, not black bands. And that was a big controversial, but obviously the gray bands come from Concepts, and the regular skate shops and everywhere else is black bands. Talk about the release. The release was not all that great neither. So Concept had like a specialty box. It came with, you know, the bare bricks, had the special box, and it came with the shoe. That one, the special box retailed at $350. They do resell for a lot more than these. I think the reselling these things right now are about like $500-600 depending on sizes. But the special boxes, they're touching like, you know, uppers to $1,000. You guys tell me if it's worth it or not. $1,000. Again, just look at the other colorways and look how much they kind of went up over time. If I'm not mistaken, the last one came out was 2018. So it's pretty cool that we're now getting a new colorway. And you know, the one thing I love about SBs and Dunks is that when Nike does a collaboration, they really put some pretty good thought into it. You know, I love when they do themes and like colorways. They do a good job when they do stuff like that. You know, the storytelling, you know, the concept of the art and stuff. It's an art piece. That's mainly how I look at these things. I feel like this is an art piece. There's definitely some head turners, man. And overall quality, it just, you know, a little bit of new buck here and there, a little design. But remember, it is an SB, it is a Nike Dunk. This is more of a skateboarding shoe. You know, I don't skateboard or anything like that. I don't do any of that. So the skate shops, I think they are getting pairs. Skate shops are getting pairs, and we might get a sneakers at release. Maybe, supposedly, hopefully later down the road. I want to say, is this the best Dunk of the year? I don't know. I actually like the Jackie Robinsons better, but for SBs, I would say this is probably one of the best SBs, but overall, it's still pretty nice. It's definitely top 3 dunks of the year. It's probably at a top 10 release sneakers of the year. It's definitely hyped, but it's definitely probably one of the most controversial shoe of the year. But let's just go ahead, let's get into this review real quick, huh? All right. Let's take a quick little 360 of these things. And like I said, man, they're pretty nice. One thing about the shoe here, it has like 2 tones of the side panels here have like more of a darker nubuck orange, and if you guys can see, it has a little bit of speckle here on the side here, kind of almost represents what it kind of looks like on a lobster shell, I would say. You got a lighter nubuck here on the side panels and on the toe box here. You can see the whole preparation, and of course got the black band, like a band on the lobster claw. The Nike swoosh here, you guys can see, has 2 outlines of leather. You get some white leather under, and this orange leather here, as you guys see, has like some kind of dark patches here on the swoosh, which again kind of reminds me of a shell of a lobster. And you guys see it's a little shiny to the swoosh. You got that embroidered, stitched in Nike on the back of the heels. The inner side is basically the same, got the Nike swoosh as well. You have your thick rope white laces laced up already, and you have that nylon white tongue. And the one thing about SBs is that fatty tongue here. You have that orange pat on the tongue here with that white Nike SB. Inside the sock liner inside, and even on the back of the tongue as well, orange checker pattern. It has like the 4-leaf clover, it looks like on the design of the inside the insole, and also inside the sock liner. About SBs, it always have this thick insole here, has a cushion pad here. I guess is that impact for the cushion for the insole. It's come with an extra set of laces here, teal laces, which I saw some people rocking with it, and it looks pretty good with the teal or orange. Me personally, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and rock it with the white laces. Midsole, it has this black midsole and this orange stitched in red throughout the entire midsole, wrapped around. And of course, you have that iconic orange Nike Dunk outsole. You get embossed Nike logo in the middle of the outsole. Make sure you guys get on that drip grip. Use my discount code JUMPERMAN10. It is the best sole protector on the market today. I've worn this at a sneaker event and outside, and it's still good to go. No slippage, no tears, multiple wears. This is the best sole protector on the market today. So make sure you guys get on that drip grip. Use my discount code JUMPERMAN. You guys have it, man. These are the Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Lobsters concept design or concept collaboration. SBs that I do realize that sizing wise, I would say go about a half size up. About reselling these things, yes, the resale of these things are pretty high. If you guys want to say right now, especially on like the non-specialty box. The regular boxes, they're probably going for about like $500 to $600 as of right now. We'll see what happens once people start to get pairs from like skate shops, and also if they are going to do a release on the sneakers app. But usually, for some reason, like some SBs, they don't really hold up anything too crazy, depending on what it is, like if it's a colorway or whatever. Like, I know the older SBs, they are worth a lot of money. There's definitely some SBs out there that's worth tons of money, but it just seems like when they're up high, usually when a shoe starts off really high, it doesn't really hold up, and it kind of just drops down and goes down to earth a little bit. You know, if you're looking back on other colorways of SB, of the lobster colorways, like the orange greens, they're like, oh, all of them are like $1,000 plus now. Now, could these things be $1,000 plus? I mean, if the regular box become $1,000, that means the specialty box are gonna be worth like well over like 15 into 1,000. Those things are a lot more rare too as well, because you got to get those things back in like Miami or on the concept website. So how much can these things actually go to? You know, I think later down the road, in a few years, these things could do some crazy numbers. You know, these things could be worth like $1,000, you know, or $800 at least. Like I said, you've seen all the other colorways of the lobsters. They are already up. They're like pretty high right now, like 1,000 plus. I think these things could follow suit, but I think these things are gonna be a lot less compared to the other colorways, you know? If you are to want to buy these things for the personal right now, I still say be a little patient, because the price is a little high. You know, I could see these things drop. I could actually see these things drop to like 4 to even high 300s. I mean, once all the pairs kind of come in and stuff like that, I could see it. And if they don't, they'll stay where they're at, like around $500. And the specialty box are like 1,000 plus right now. But I see that the concept art go down a little bit more too as well. So I say be a little bit patient, see what happens, and if it doesn't, you know, if they stay where they're at, then, you know, pull the trigger if you want. Past few weeks, we gotten a lot of hype sneakers and a lot of crazy releases. You know, I felt like everything's been packed in the past few weeks. You know, Alma Meniere's, Lost and Found's, Orange Lobster, DJ Khaled's, and then, you know, we're gonna get Travis Scott's in a few weeks or next week. You know, it's just been crazy that they're cramming all these crazy releases in the last few weeks of the year. So, you know, a lot of people's gonna have to be picky and choosy, especially that's why I think the price might go down a little bit. Anyway, guys, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at German Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm German Chris. Push.